We've been focusing this week on Ashrei and especially some of the themes of Ashrei, what it means to be Ashrei Yoshvei Veisecha, to have the great privilege and zchus to sit in the house of Hashem. I would like to share just a little bit about some of the lines within Ashrei. As Rabbi Bressler mentioned earlier in the week, the more that we talk about Hashem, the greater the impact will be. But it's not only true in the theme, but it's true in the psukim as well in Ashrei. For example, Hadar kavod hodecha v'divrei neflasecha asicha. The splendorous glory of your power and your wondrous deeds, asicha. I will say, I will talk. V'yazuz narazecha yomeru. We'll say about them, ugdulasecha asap berena. Already you have within these three psukim, three descriptions of discussing. You have sicha, niflosecha asicha, to talk, to have a dialogue, a conversation. Like the pasuk says, yitzhak lasuach basadeh. You have yomer, v'zuz narazecha yomeru. And perhaps the greatest ugdulascha and your greatness, Hashem, asap berena. That's not just a tell-it. That's like what we do when it comes to Pesach. We have a mitzvah on the night of Pesach that we come to the Seder and we sit around the table and we tell the story, Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim. And we know that when it comes to Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim, one of the ways that Sipur is very different than Zechira is there's visual aids, there's question and answers, there's a full description, there's a lot of details, it's a much more, awe-inspiring kind of Sipur than just remembering it. These three descriptions, Sicha, Yomer, and Asaperenu. And why are we doing it in Ashrei? Because within Ashrei, as was mentioned, Ashrei is not only about the great miracles that Hashem does. There's other times for that. And in fact, Ashrei is not about the Yitzias Mitzrayims and about the Kriyas Yamsov and about the sun. And it's about the daily miracles that happen to us, about how Hashem runs the world in a natural, so to speak, a natural way. When we talk about Gadol Hashem Umuhulol Me'o, the greatness of God is that I can find God at all times, wherever I am, whenever I am. Just like Moshe Rabbeinu in this week's Parsha, he takes off his shoes because he's standing on Admas Kodesh. Wherever he is at Admas Kodesh. When we talk about finding Hashem, it's not only in the great miracles that exist, but it's in the day-to-day. Ashrei challenges us to do more sicha, more yomer, more asaprenu in my life to build that relationship with Hashem. There is a wonderful exercise, and that is that at the end of the day or at the end of the week, to sit around with the notebook, with your family at a Shabbos table, and just say, where did I find God in my life this week? It doesn't have to be that I was driving, it was almost a car accident, I was saved. It could just be, I had a great Shemona Esrei, I was looking for something and I found it right away. That's Hashgachas Hashem. That's Sicha, Yomer, Asaprenu. The more that I talk, the more that I converse about it, the more that it's part of who I am, the more that I'm privileged to Ashrei Yoshvei B'Veisecha. And that's the theme. The natural order, the day-to-day life, the day-to-day occurrences, and bringing Hashem into those, talking about them, and creating that relationship we have with Hashem.